Hi, Cambry Heights. Thanks for tuning in. I'm your host, Caitlin.
And I'm Claire. Today we will be covering a range of topics from interviews to the weather.
Let's head over to Evan with Teacher's Best Moments.
Hi, I'm Evan Galinsky. I'm here interviewing Mrs. Manick on what her funniest school story is. Mrs. Manick?
I'd say my funniest school story was back when I first started at Cambry Heights, and I had a room down by the boys' locker room that was full of just junk. This was before we renovated. And I turned the lights on in the morning, and I thought it was just a rubber washer on laying on the ground. And I went to pick it up, and it turned out to be a snake. And it slithered off.
Well, thank you very much, Mrs. Manick. Now I'm here with Mr. Rankin. Mr. Rankin, what is your funniest school story?
My funniest school story. Well, there was a day around Christmas time, closing up on Christmas. I'm teaching. I'm really teaching. I'm way into teaching, all right? And the kids are at the end of the class. Kids are starting to get up to go. It's time to go. And I looked over my shoulder, and there was a Christmas tree sitting on my little cart. And I was like, how in the heck did this show up here? I had no idea it happened. And the kids started giggling a little bit. And apparently Miss Scherf had snuck in. Kids saw her, and she was like this, say shh, and they didn't say anything, and she left that behind. So this might end up back with Miss Scherf sometime soon. That's the funniest thing I remember.
Thank you, Mr. Rankin.
You're welcome.
Those were great stories. Let's move on to Julia with a club check-in.
Hello everyone, I'm here with Mrs. Miss Levy and we're here to talk about forensics. So Mrs. Miss Levy, what exactly is forensics?
Forensics actually comes from the Greek where it talks about competing in speeches and debating over topics. So in forensics here, we compete in public speaking. Some of it is planned, some of it is more on the impromptu.
So there's different categories. So how do you determine what categories are different?
So there's two main categories in forensics. One of them's more of a public address, and one of them is more the dramatics. So in the dramatics, we have poetry, which is read out of the binder, prose, which is storytelling using a binder. There's dramatic interpretation, humorous interpretation. So they're doing their pieces more of an acting style. Then on the public address side, there is extemporaneous and commentary, where they pick a topic and have a few minutes to plan a speech and give it. There's informative and persuasive, where students write their own speech on the topics that they choose.
So how do students determine which topics to choose?
We go to a workshop in October where all of the categories are demonstrated for the students so they can kind of see what they might be interested in following up with. I also sit and I talk with the students and say, well, what are you feeling comfortable with? Do you feel like you're more of an actor that you like to liven things up, or are you just a straightforward kind of speaking kind of person? And then I sort of guide them and give them opportunities to watch some recorded videos to see what they like.
All right, that's all I have. Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm here with Reagan Connor, and I heard you were at the District 16 competition.
I was.
And you placed second place.
I did.
How was your experience there?
Overall, I'd say I had a really good experience. I got to meet some great people, and I'd say some of them are some of my closer friends now.
And what do you think makes a prose performance stand out in competition?
I feel like in order to make your piece stand out in prose, you need to have like a certain level of emotional depth to it. I don't really enjoy pieces where they're straight-faced, but I feel like the people who always rank really high, like they add a lot of flair to it.
And how do you pick a piece that resonates with you?
I feel like you need to be able to connect with your character. Like in my piece, he always focuses on the very fine details and he'll always explain them exactly how they occurred. And I feel like you just need to be able to connect with whoever's telling your story.
That was greatly put. Thank you.
Yes.
Thanks, Julia. Now we'll be heading over to Joel with favorite music artists.
What is your favorite band or musical artist?
Mine is Seven Dust.
Deftones. Mine personally is Black Sabbath.
My favorite band is Nirvana.
And I've got to give the shout out to my man Hideki Naganuma.
My favorite band is Green Day.
My favorite band is Creed. I would have to say I really like the Lumineers, and they recently released a new album that I love.
I would have to say that's a two-part answer for me, because my favorite classical artist would be Aaron Copland and his Appalachian Spring. I think it's a beautiful piece of music. My favorite pop artist would be Billy Joel. I've seen him in concert a whole number of times, and I think he is a fantastic songwriter.
My favorite musical artist is Mac Miller. Yeah, was that tough?
All right.
What is your favorite artist, Caitlin?
I really like Noah Kahan. How about you?
My favorite's Aerosmith. Up next, we have Ellie with favorite teachers.
Hello, I'm Ellie Kerfonta, and today I'm here with teacher staff shoutouts. The Cambria Heights staff does so much for us, whether we realize it or not. So, I asked the student body who their favorite teacher or staff member is and why. These are some of the responses I got. One student expressed how Miss Elena Pecora understands the pressures we face through high school and always offers support and advice when we need it. Additionally, she knows how to connect with her students and genuinely cares about us as individuals. She takes her time to get to know each of her students. Her room always smells great, and she always lets me use her microwave. Another student explained why Amanda, our school trainer, is their favorite staff member. She is excellent at healing injuries and is a very nice person who cares about everyone. Additionally, Mr. Kokas was mentioned as a favorite teacher. This student claimed that he is fun and enthusiastic. He always has a smile on his face and is willing to help anyone with their music or questions that they have. His class will forever be my favorite. We have a shout out for Mr. Carpinello, mainly because of how patient he is. Students realize that coming and subbing mid-year isn't easy. He will also go over your work with you and do whatever he can to help you understand the work. I like Mrs. Covey because she is a good listener and great at giving good advice. Mrs. Shimshock is probably the best teacher. I think she is a great teacher and a very nice person to talk to. Lastly, we have a shout out for Mrs. Fees, our gym teacher. She is a fan favorite because she is such a good listener and is able to give back respectful and helpful feedback whenever you have an issue or you just need someone to talk to. She has such a bright personality and can always light up the room with her positive attitude, and she never fails to put a smile on my face when I'm having a rough day. Well, there you have it. Teachers and staff, your efforts don't go unnoticed. We appreciate you every day. Personally, my favorite staff members are Mrs. Murphy and Miss Fees in the office. They are always there for me when I need to talk to them about something, and they have a great sense of humor. That's all from me with our school shoutouts. Back to you, Caitlin.
Thanks, Ellie. Last but not least, we have Carly with the weather forecast.
Thanks, Caitlin. The temperatures are slowly rising as spring approaches. This week, Monday and Tuesday, we're starting off with a chance of rain and with temperatures in the mid to high 40s. The second half of the week, we're looking at partly cloudy conditions with temperatures in the low 40s. And then it's finally going to heat up this weekend with temperatures in the high 40s and 50s. Back to you, Claire and Caitlin.
I'm really happy to see some warmer weather on the forecast.
Me too.
We hope you enjoyed this week's video.
Tune in next time for some more CH updates.